Shakopee at Lakeville South for some Thursday night prep football. Second quarter, Cougars up 7-3. Carson Hansen rips off a 36-yard run to the 9. Ryder Patterson takes advantage, runs it in to put Lakeville South up 14-3. Cougars opening possession of the second half. Jacob Royce hooks up with Patterson for the 35-yard score, and the Cougars roll 28-10.
First quarter, no score. The Gophers turn to their senior leader. Sam Backer breaks a few tackles, takes this one inside the 10-yard line. Gophs on the doorstep. A few moments later, Backer will not be denied. He bullies his way into the end zone from 9 yards out. PAT was good. Chatfield up 7-0. Second quarter, same score. The Gophers turn to the air. Backer looks for Jackson Schill deep, but he underthrows the deep ball. Matthew Rossopoulos comes up with the INT to stop the Chatfield drive. Later in the quarter, the Gophs were back for more. Parker Delaney pitches it out to Backer. Backer does the rest. He slices and dices his way into the end zone. Chatfield now up 13-0. Chatfield wins number 20 in a row.
Good matchup in Section 7-3A between 4-2 Aiken and 6-0 Esco. Esco has got this thing called the triple option on offense, and boy, they can run it well. Ty Christensen pitched it to a McCoy Parrott. She's holding that ball like a loaf of bread. Didn't matter, though. He got in for 6 untouched. Later in the first quarter, Esso again, the triple option, not easy to defend. Joey Antonui pitched to Javante Gregory.
Deep in their own zone, but leave it to who else but Parrish to haul in an over 60-yard touchdown. Esco wins big, 54-0.
Opening possession, Irish, short pass, Riddick Collier, but he's blown up by Joey Kraus, forces a punt. Irish possession, 8-yard TD run by Landon Danner, the quarterback, and it's 6-0 Rosemount in front. Lakers quarterback Luke Crosby to Kraus. Watch this. Some nifty moves for a 16-yard gain, and the Lakers are on the move. 4th and goal from the 2. Grayson Spronk takes it in, and it's 7-6 Prior Lake. Next possession, Spronk again. 22-yard gain down to the 9-yard line. And then he will finish the drive. A 4-yard TD run off the pitch, 14-6 Prior Lake. The new quarterback for Rosemount's a sophomore, and it's Gavin Caswell. 45 seconds left in the half, and he finds Will Priest for a 33-yard gain. 20 seconds left. Look at this. Darian Gildersleeve. Touchdown catch, 38 yards, 14-12 halftime.
Lakers are up 14-6, but here comes Rosemount. Gavin Caswell finds Darian Gildersleeve for a 28-yard touchdown. Just like they drew it up. 14-12 Prior Lake at the half.
Irish opening possession, third quarter. Caswell sacked by Martin Owusu, and it leads to a Prior Lake field goal. They're up 17-12. Caswell keeps it on the ground. Nice run here for a big gain. They're at the 14 and driving, but his pass, watch this, picked off. Great play by Drew Hammerstrom. 4th and 1 near midfield. Prior Lake goes for it. Crosby looks to be stopped short, and he is. The ball goes over to Rosemount, and watch what happens. Caswell to Chance Swanson, his only catch of the night. It's a touchdown.
It's Caswell to Chance Swanson, this time for 34 yards. That gave Rosemount the lead for good. The Irish stay unbeaten with a 27-17 win.
Rosemount looking to rally. Gavin Caswell hits Chase Swanson for the score. They would add a 2-pointer after that for a 20-17 lead.
0 for 2. Hayden Bills on the receiving end. And the Rosemount Irish go to 7-0.
To rally, maybe retake the lead, but oh, what a night for Swanson. I'd say he's the hero for Rosemount tonight. He intercepts it. What a pick to end it. The Irish added another touchdown late.
27-17, the final.
Like, we came out to practice this whole week just with a bunch of energy, just knowing we had one mission this week, and that was 7-0. That's what we came out for, and that's what we did. We had our retreat over the summer, and it got us close as a team. I think that improved our team a lot this year. I see way more improvement, just like with teammates. We're all close. We're one family, one team, and that's why we did it.
We kind of started off a little bit slow, especially we had guys playing both ways. We kind of got a second win the second half, and we just played more physical football.
They certainly did. How about Eden Prairie? They win tonight. Nice touchdown here by Sean Cherry, and they're off and running against Edina. Nick Fozzie to Michael Gross manages to stay in bounds. Score is 28-0 at this point in the game. and that would lead to Dominic Heim on a 5-yard TD run. It's all EP, 42-16 the final. Milos Spasovic intercepted by Tyler Case. This was a defensive game all night long, and Centennial survives. The final score was 8-7 over Tonka. And Corey Bomert would go to work. He's one of the leading rushers in the state of Minnesota. Gets a touchdown run early here to make it 6-0. And then the Zephyrs defense will go to work. Isaiah Wilson will come up big on the interception. Coming right about here. Right there. Maybe not. Maybe I've got it wrong. No, it's an interception for Simley, I should say. Anyway, final score, Matamidi ends up winning big over Simley to hand the Spartans the first loss, 38-13.
Highlights now pick things up towards the end of the first quarter. Really nice cutback here from Orono's Liam Rogers. 10-yard rushing score. Orono goes ahead 7-0. Back come the Red Knights, though. They go to the air this time. Nirvan Yogaraja connecting here with Khalif Brown. Fantastic pass and catch, 16-yard touchdown pass. We're all tied at 7. We move ahead in the second. Back to the ground for the Spartans. This time it's Joey Greenagel. Takes it, the toss in, 10 yards for the rushing score. Orono ends up taking this one, 21-13 the final. All right, heading out to Chaska, hosting undefeated Armstrong. Armstrong quarterback Jamin Malone takes it there for the 7-yard rushing score. Armstrong ahead 7-zip. Back comes Chaska. Jamarius Courtney off play action finds Andrew Schaefer there to tie things up at 7 apiece. Chaska running back Reese Turner fighting for that yardage, gets in. Chaska pulls the upset, 14-7 the final.
How about Spring Lake Park tonight? Watch the pitch by Braden Talso, the quarterback. Jackson Smith is right there, and they run the option to perfection at Spring Lake Park. 73-yard touchdown run. They win big over Tartan tonight. Final score 49-7.
Heading out to Waconia, the Wildcats hosting St. Louis Park. What a night for this guy, Max McAnally, the Gopher wrestling commit. 38-yard Wildcat touchdown rush right there. St. Louis Park's lone touchdown of the night here. A.J. Foster, 7-yard rushing score. McAnally was so good tonight. 274 rushing yards, 4 rushing scores, one of them right there. Also added a passing score. Waconia gets to win 55-7 the final.
Hopkins hosting Woodbury. The away team were the better Royals outfit tonight. First play from scrimmage. First play, Isaiah Tisdale down the sideline all the way for a touchdown. Folks, they did that many more times. Woodbury stomps Hopkins 50-0.
First play of the game when Ralph Naima finds a hole and he takes off down the stretch, and 61 yards later, he's in the end zone to put Irondale on the board. It's 7-0. We move to the second quarter. Cooper responds on their second possession of the game. A 12-play drive capped off by a 5-yard run-in from Denari Connors. Game all tied up at 7. Same quarter, same play. It's Connors again. 8 yards to the house, 14-7. But it's the Knights who are victorious in overtime. That final tonight, 33-27.
Marshall marched systematically down the field, where at the 10-yard line, Chidi Wakama got them into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. Marshall up 7-0. Jordan tried to find their rhythm as well in the first quarter. Gavin Lloyd, look at this. A beautiful throw, a long completion to Nate Kess. But no touchdown on this one. They did settle for a field goal. 7-3 Marshall. Then in the second quarter, Mason Eichhoff, after the Tigers made it all the way down to the end zone, they let him finish this one off. They went up 14-3 at halftime.
That would be Jordan trailing. From there, trying to tie this one up late, but Marshall's Tyler Mayer seals the deal. The game-clinching interception there.
Jordan tried to mount a comeback in the fourth quarter, but Tyler Mayer stopped them in their tracks with this interception at the goal line. Marshall wins 14-6.
We felt some pressure at the end for sure. You know, it was a tight one. They fought hard the whole game. You know, our guys just battled. They never gave up, played every play. as hard as they could, and I'm proud of my boys tonight.
Tonight, Royalton's Drew Yorchek fakes out our camera guy and Rockford for that matter and gets into the end zone for Royalton. They're up 22-7 at this point. Their defense did a nice job tonight holding the Rockets down. Final score in this game was 22-15 in favor of Royalton.
North also trying to go 7-0 at Washburn. After forcing a fumble on Washburn's first possession, the Polars converted into 6 points. Jamarian Sanders dips and dives through the defense for a 40-yard touchdown run. Nice stretch.
It's around for everybody. But let's pick things up at the end of the first. North already up 6-0 when Cameron Clay finds his way inside the pylon. The 2-point conversion's no good. It's 12-0. We move to the second half. William Smith, around all that traffic, completely outruns the Miller defense. Again, the 2-point conversion is no good, but hey, it's 18-0. They tack on 20 more before packing up and heading out. 38-0. The final tonight.
New trophy game, Concordia Academy against St. Agnes. They're calling it the Battle of Dale Street. I love it. 2 5-1 teams go at it at Hamlin University tonight. Landon Mickelson scores the short touchdown for St. Agnes. And then watch the touchdown pass coming up here to Dominic Adkins. He will have to improvise a little bit, rolls to his right, and then throws the TD strike. Final score was 24-13.
Threw back to Dominic Adkins in the end zone. Look at that presence. 4-6, St. Agnes 24, Concordia Academy 13.
All right, we go to Holy Family as they hosted Watertown-Mayer. It was all Watertown-Mayer tonight. Nathan Behrens finds Isaiah Wasser for the TD.
But they could do it on offense, too. More specifically, they did it with Wyatt McCabe. Listen to this. Well, there's one of them, right? He scored 5 touchdowns in the first half alone. That one was short yardage. He'd get 4 more. Watertown-Mayer over Holy Family, 49-14.
Big matchup between SMB and Bloomington Kennedy, who was 5-1 entering the game. This one was a defensive battle, to say the least. Sloppy at times with a lot of turnovers. The result is 0-0 tie at the end of regulation, but in overtime, Kennedy finally got on the board with a 5-yard touchdown by Marquise Monroe. 7-0 win over SMB. Kennedy now 6-1 after an overtime pitcher's duel.
Mount Westaka took its unbeaten season on the road to St. Paul Central for a late afternoon kickoff. The Whitehawks did what the Whitehawks do, dominate on the ground. William Wallace takes this one to the house. They average about 50 points per game. Tyler Albert is their go-to running back. He scored 3 times. Mound Westaka beating St. Paul Central 42-0 to move on unbeaten at 6-0.
Let's head over to the North Central tonight. Grady Gaida to Ty Kosick, a 36-yard gain as Buffalo's on the move against Rogers tonight. Same combination for the 15-yard TD strike here to put Buffalo up 6-0 at home tonight against Rogers. But the Rogers defense would hold up big. Watch Anthony Powell. Nice run here after a fumble set them up, and Powell just breaks tackles and busts his way down there. Final score tonight, Rogers wins over Buffalo 31-13. We have highlights from the Big Southeast District. The Mankato West Scarlets with a victory over Northfield tonight. Bart Makinich takes it in. Watch the catch here. Jalen Smith from Makinich. And it would set up a Jackson Froderman touchdown. Mankato West, the #1 team in 5A, wins big, 42-0. Winona and Stewartville tonight. This game picking things up second quarter, 21-0 Stewartville. Owen Sickenick gets in for the short yardage touchdown up the gut. Fourth quarter now, Aiden Heltzer on the keeper for the rushing TD. Big win tonight for Stewartville. We checked the Big Southeast scores, and they win over Winona 41-0.
We head down the hill where the Austin Packers paid a visit to 5A's 8th-ranked Mayo. Spartans will get it going second quarter. Spartans up 21-13. Reese Grimsrud hands it off to Isaiah Beal. The sophomore takes it to the house. PAT was good. Mayo up 28-13. Mayo went for an onside kick. Austin was all over that one. They pounce on the ball and get really good field position. They would turn it into points. Austin QB Jack Lane goes deep. Manny Guy goes up, somehow comes down with the football. That's a touchdown. Yeah, that's right, big fella. Austin now down 28-20. With a little more than 2 minutes left in the half. Mayo got back to work. Grimsrud goes up top. Lucas Peterson, another high point of the football. He comes down with it. Spartans close again. few moments later, get out of the way of the big guy, big Rudy Lazoya. The bus takes it to the promised land. Mayo up 34-20. They went for two on the 2-point try. Grimsrud hands it off to Beal. The sophomore takes it in for two. Mayo up 36-20 at the break. Mayo got off to a little bit of a slow start in this one, but in the end they pull away.